coming. You knew no matter what the veto went. Even though I did like
Heretics on defense, NAVI on attack.
You knew they'd pick Haven. So what have NAVI
Double sheriffs on this one.
Obviously, the start of it is
Heretics keep losing pistols, right? I'm pretty sure they've got a really bad pistol record at the moment. Walker as well. Thank you so much for the Prime as well. Thank you. Whole year, mate. Everyone should use their Prime subs. That's my guy right there. Thank you so much, mate.
That's where the pressure is going to come through. What I'm excited to see in this series is
I'm pretty sure Heretics have a bad pistol win rate.
At the last time that they played, this was what, day 3 of kickoff. It really wasn't that long ago.
Early info. Early info.
NAVI's perspective, okay, it's funny for me for both.
Once one of the early infos gets triggered, they push down towards middles. Nice little protocol-based pistol.
As well, so room to grow. But for NAVI, with Xiao so recently taking on that IGL, having even a couple weeks in between the last time that they played this series, it could have led to a lot of improvement,
the timing.
A lot of control for Heretics. They pushed down mid, and well, it doesn't look like NAVI were ready for that at all. An immediate advantage, swinging the way of the defense and the spike in the open. NAVI have to fight for that space, but Heretics will give it up.
30 seconds left.
Potential for re-aggression, but not really a necessity. Just with how much time is remaining. Now we really need to get a move on. That's going to help. Sociable being able to find one.
He did his smoke with a gap in, so they saw him.
Retreated, so I guess just went for a timing pick that failed. Come back though, a solid position.
Even in the time here, he might be able to spam this guy.
He's managed to take out Sociable, but
oh, for sure.
Is going to be coming in. Nothing he can do to stop it. And now Benji is all that remains. A 1 versus 2. A pistol round that I'm sure both would desire.
He should have just dropped and spammed through.
Benji's chasing shadows at this point, looking for a man that's no longer there to be found, and maybe even having the expectation that he's on the other side.
Lovely molly that is.
Land perfectly, Benji. There's nowhere left.
Very nice. Well, Heretics continue their bad pistol run.
And from how that started, Mitch, I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised.
The pistol run is, well, the pistol run is 6 out of 15. Wait, 6-2, 15. Out of 21 pistols, they won 6. That's not good, man.
That they've lost, trading it out, but it's a little disjointed, and the individual fights go the way of NAVI, and that's something that I think wasn't really as strong of a facet of their gameplay going into week 1 as we're seeing now. I think the individuals on NAVI have heated up. Hero's always been reliable. Again, I think the desk touched on it a bit, but he was unbelievable going into the last game. But the reality is,
plus 31 in a loss.
Plus 31 in a loss. It's tough to do. It's tough to do. The floor has risen, though, across the board, and I think Filu is the best example of that. Yeah. He's had some really good maps recently, and that wasn't the case kicking off kickoff.
Yeah. I think it's worth mentioning as well, that although the attack side of this map for Heretics has been phenomenal.
Double shorty on this one. See if they can get anything.
Singular defeat. I think a 7-2 attack, 9-3, 9-3. So we expect their second half to be sublime. NAVI were able to claw the game back versus them to a very close scoreline on the attack. That's why they've chosen to start there. That's where
nothing over towards A. They might center. Whoa, what's going on YouTube, man?
That pistol round is going to be ever
phone user. Phone user SV6CW. Thank you so much for the 10 gifted. I appreciate that.
Because it's a factor again with comeback. When he does start strong,
thank you.
He normally keeps it
the catchy name as well. You YouTubers really do have the catchy names.
It's just sometimes there's that difficulty.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much, phone user.
In terms of the identity on Heretics, I think there's
appreciate you, dude. Thank you for doing that.
The patience from comeback might be rewarded.
3-person stack here with Shorty at garage. Why do I feel like they're gonna get a lot of damage done?
All they need to do is hold the line, make this at least a tradable
15 seconds.
situation on
Oh,
the side.
sociable, bro. That's nice from him.
This hasn't gone terribly.
They could have lost this.
Some serious potential for Team Heretics to make this costly, but remember,
maybe should have
NAVI
lost
came in
this,
with
really.
3 rifles. So if 3 players survive, you know, the good work done so far might not matter that much.
Yeah, it's all about that extra damage. I wouldn't like to be walking into this man though. Rooksik not going to be missing
clean up
those
in the end from
shots.
Sociable. Kind of saved them on this one.
And all the guns retrieved, as you said. Not so much worry for NAVI just yet, but this is where things
Mr. Sarfak as well. Thank you for doing the membership also, mate. Appreciate that as well.
Indeed, yeah, the rifles out for Team Heretics, and we've already seen from the
YouTube is generous today, man. Purge Collective with the Prime as well. Thank you for the 4 months also, mate.
Players down into the window then, as well as having Boo coming down on B. In this round,
is this a limb? Yeah, this is lower. Whoever loses this is done.
Very nicely, and Heretics I'll have to rely on this round. Will we see that same aggression come out? Certainly not in middle, and actually it's NAVI getting aggressive. They triple jump.
Oh, they
out
just
that
straight
window.
on send this. Oh, I like this though. He's faking. Dude, this is nice. Nice bonus round, bro. He's like faking the normal TP over towards here, but he's actually getting to the corner. And then off with the drone, they flash and send it. And they have the TP over towards. Oh, dude. It's a lovely bonus. I don't care if they lose it. Still a nice round.
Bodies on the floor, and with them the spike as NAVI try to accelerate to the backside. Woot was the problem. He's dealt with. Comeback has nothing to say about this defense, but Rian's, oh well, he's been spotted now. I thought maybe he could catch them off guard.
Oh mate, how is he winning 3 1v1s from Garage?
Back-to-back big performances might be on the cards if he keeps this up, but Boo still has a chance.
Instant reposition from
Boo.
Boo.
Into a 1v2, 40 seconds on the clock, plenty of time to play with.
Oh, it's nice, man. Your timing's good.
Catch a 1v1. Rook6 just crossed over. Timing here is going to be everything. Seems like they're almost completely unaware to the Garage position, but after not seeing anything around that defender spawn, eventually they're going to start putting the pieces together. Of course, the flank could also be a worry. But I don't think they're going to be checking in that direction anytime soon. They need to start getting that planted.
Oh, that's unlucky. Dude, incredible round from Hero.
There to close out the round, and well, he might get the final kill, but I think we know who had the most impactful ones.
Well, we certainly know who the hero was there. It was incredible to see him from the same position as well. Just so clean. Woot's
You
double.
down to stand
This
for the rest
really
of the map?
put
I
a
mean,
spanner
dude,
in
if
the
you
works
do it,
because
I'll
NAVI
stand.
were all in. They put so much utility. You saw them break up to top mid immediately, put the paranoia through on the Garage. They're flashing through. They're putting everything into that position.
Why not take the
And then
timing
Woot
in
finding a
Garage
double
here?
seems to almost undo it.
I think he, I mean, he just
There's the
didn't
fact
want
that
to.
Hero's there to pick
I
up
mean, I would have
pieces that were
personally.
falling.
He wanted to just wait.
Heretics
Work
into
out
this
time?
big
Oh, okay.
deficit early, because yeah, it's a 3-0 start, and look, it's not that bad, but look at the economy.
I have the
Not a lot to fall back on. Sheriffs and a Marshal, a weak buy, and a likely 4-0 start for NAVI. This could be a phenomenal beginning to the attack side.
It's the cam into the paranoia. He's even baiting for it, but the problem is, yeah, when you can just escape, it really doesn't matter so much. It was the one player they really didn't want in that sort of scenario. NAVI doing well to bait out any of those traps early, and in fact, a full rotation coming in from Heretics, all in on this A site, and for now at least, after maybe
I mean, they might gamble right on this.
NAVI think, okay, we've got them. They're probably rotating back to C
I think
now.
as soon as
They're
that
going to go
Lombard's
the other
down,
way.
they're committed.
They're not. You're walking into a trap.
Yeah.
They survived the other trap,
The flock
but this is way better.
That nest is packed to the brim.
Omen flash,
Benji,
recon.
The one showing himself to start.
Omen flash
Paranoia
this
lands.
too.
That's caught a good few. This is NAVI's chance, but they
Recon,
have no
good shot.
idea the numbers that they're walking into. So many bodies rounding the corner. Comeback in there for one. The trade's good for Heretics, and now the lead is theirs. It's only Xiao. They had it all. A 4-0 start practically handed to NAVI, but Heretics, another big gamble early. That's 2 rounds where they've guessed correctly. And for NAVI, that's got to be
Very
frustrating,
nice.
but
3 gun upgrades
no
as well.
marks for second place.
Huge
Thrifty puts Heretics on the board.
Yeah, wonderful stuff from Benji, but also just incredible call. Like, it's such a risk, and I can completely understand Navi's vein of thinking that, okay, we got caught in their trap early and ran away, so they're probably assuming we're going to go to one of the 2 other sides. The fact that we're going to now slow down and re-hit into the same position, okay, maybe there's a few players here, but there's no way there's going to be all 5. There was. Benji obviously being the most important of the lot. 3 kills coming out from him with the Sheriff. And now they have a huge boost in economy.
I must wait a moment.
Ult's getting closer to being online. And they've stolen away a first round.
Toxin screen down.
Yeah, that's the difference between a lights-out start for NAVI, wind in the sails, and a sinking
people that
feeling
can't buy
taking
next.
over. But
Well,
Roxic,
dude,
not
Roxic
gonna
and
wallow in
Hero
it for
do
too
so
long. That
much
is
to
a
this team.
very nice opening.
Just take a
Insane.
1v1.
Like the impact these 2 have is
into the
insane.
immediate fight. We always talked about him last year and the risks he would take while playing these agents,
music.
but
Right? Is that how I say that?
there's so much space now.
Thank you so
to be
much on the
played with. He
YouTube
was
chat
the
as well,
only
bro.
man on that A
Appreciate that.
side of
You
the map.
should run.
Lockdown even going to be utilized. Comebacks
Ooh,
ahead
nice
of it,
shots,
though.
bro.
Okay, this gets a little bit more interesting. They don't even need to commit to this anymore. They
Yeah,
can
no, he
just
did
fall
so
away from the
much there.
lockdown, allow them the site, because You have the man advantage.
He's just saved the round. Really,
Who's the favorite to win this?
I
mean, Navi won Navi won last time they met, like 2 weeks ago.
Into the site, and what a remarkable
it's a sick round from him.
You
got to think of impact as well.
Navi, at least
Look at the 4 people that can't buy next. He's doing that in these big rounds.
One guy has just taken this round completely under his control. This should have been a 4-0 start for Navi. All right, easy peasy. A coin flip that decided whether they got a 6-0 start, a huge
He's
leg
almost
up.
contender for the worst whiff of the
And
year.
instead, the coin doesn't even get out of the hand. Heretics steal it out from under their feet, and they're one behind.
I'd really love to show Sociable this replay, because his teammate's on the corner next to him. So Comeback just runs past Xiao, completely ignores him, and kills the guy planting the spike. And Sociable's almost just got to be sat there like, bro, what? Like, how has he got there? Hoping for maybe a
Eco
little
Farmer
bit more
gun.
cover.
Everyone can get one shot.
Well, from a pretty damning start. Heretics
Burster has the worst whiff locked. The
one
one on corrodes, yeah, that's, I mean,
it's
gonna be hard to beat that one.
One player did manage to pass, but I don't think they're just going to give up
Got
that
a whole
space
year,
for free.
though.
Especially if one person gets caught on the cross, you're kind of going to gamble that maybe a second made it past already. They won't know it, at least, from the drone. But they're definitely not just giving up full control.
No, it's only an outlaw that Comeback has. It's not an op, but that is, in fact, much worse for Navi.
Yeah.
Everybody comes in here. All right, Zash. Everyone comes in here 25 shields or less. And Filu with his rifle, well, he won't be able to match pound for pound, bullet for bullet with Comeback on the other side. So a lot of danger for Heretics. Sorry, for Navi to avoid as they push into this A side, even though there's only 2 players here. But
okay,
Comeback's already down to 1 shot.
Oh, it's a really good stun,
he's got
man.
his ult to fall back on, and that's proven to be no problem whatsoever.
Yeah, nice and clean on this as well. Their money's outrageous. Dude, it's great back-to-back rounds for him. Obviously, this was eco, so
3 rounds ago.
not as impressive, but still nice.
Comeback has just had a mass amounts of high impact rounds. So the last being able to get that double to completely ruin Navi's post plant. This round, yeah, cool, sick, sick. It's got to be a great feeling for Hero just getting wrecked by a guy who's completely blinded. And then he pulls out the Neon ult, 10 and 4. An incredible start.
The good thing that Navi normally do is they're normally very decisive with ults.
This is where we do see Navi come back in with a buy. Viper's Pit available if they can get into the post plant.
Should be a round that isn't too risky that involves an Omen
on the other side. So maybe that Viper's Pit won't be quite as safe.
I thought that was quite interesting.
They love it all. They normally love an Omen all over towards Heaven, but maybe because they've done it so much they don't want to do it.
How indicative that is. Oh my goodness.
Okay, decisive round, they got the Viper over towards B. They never committed the spike, and once they pull him over, they'd go straight for the straight garage. Oh, mate. Oh, bro, the other guy was actually just out of range.
Down to 45 as the plank comes in. It's pure.
Oh, and he gets info on that. Double molly for Hero. He can delay that.
Seem to be thriving within it with the post plant if they can get away. Oh my goodness.
Filu smart, man. It was smart. That was smart by Filu. Went to the angle that they just saw him running away.
The drone hits a guy running away. You're low HP. The biggest surprise factor is if you're right in their face waiting where the drone just cleared. The fact he gets both, though, fair
They get the win of the Sova ult. The Sova ult was not a bad idea at all, man.
An unusual round, to
2,
say the
maybe
least.
3 running through garage. Got a good line on it.
To start that, the blitz in towards B. And keep in mind, it's after you have opening pick. They decide to just go hog wild on the site. And then the 45 HP player tagged up when
Envy have said they will put Demon 1 on controller and Rossi on Senti. Oh, I don't know about that move.
Yeah, he just took the fight. A ballsy play, it's worked out, and now an early fight by Heretics that gives Boo a double. The barriers barely go up and the round's half over.
Yeah, just a run down on the other side. So anything you can do, we can do better. You're going to try and run it down on me in B. I'm going to run it down on you in A. It's some of the paciest starts to rounds we've ever seen. And it gives Heretics a massive advantage. Bear in mind, as I said, expectation is they're going to tear it up in the second half. Speaking of tearing it up, Hero's trying to do it all, but at this
man,
stage,
the
just
shots are
left
pretty
all
nice
onto
this
Xiao.
round.
We haven't seen the Xiao show in quite some time. known in the past for his
just wait until the
clutch
plant goes down, then tag him.
Maybe without the rest of the team to focus on.
This is good for Benji. The amount of people that don't like time their camera properly on this.
Something before that comes into play.
Yeah, he needs a pick, and now you know Wood is looking for you. And he spotted him. There's the information. That's basically it. Xiao just missing it by a hair's width, but hold on, he's grabbed the first.
Oh, damn, that was a nice try, bro. Really nice try. Are they in trouble money-wise? They might be.
Close that gap in now, 4-4. I mean, at this rate, Tom, that early fight was madness. And this has been 2 rounds in a row now, where last time it was NAVI looking for the scraps. This time it was just Boo.
Yeah, it's just absolutely sent it. Yeah, you can see the frustration. The difference, though, is that was both teams' economy hanging in the balance. That was everything on the line, all the marbles. And now you look at NAVI coming into this next round. Well, it was a singular shot from Xiao.
I mean, you had to watch that replay and think that they lost.
Could have changed the outlook of this next round. Filu's going to be the one with the rifle, the rest on just pistols. Woot now with the operator in hand, and he has managed to find Timmy the turret.
Well, this is the same setup from Heretics, a bit more passive from Rienz. We saw him go down on A long very early on to Roxic in the previous round, and the A side was wide open. This time, he backs off, puts the drone through, and now has a little bit of backup by the time he spots a few outside. Boo will be on site with him, and A no longer under the same threat. When those barriers went up, I was worried we were just going to see a rinse repeat of Rienz rolling the dice, but in fact,
as we can see the minimap, this one might work well. You pass some fake over towards A.
And I guess putting a lot of faith in that Cypher utility to keep C.
Or are we trying to fake somewhere else and go back to him?
Benji is just toggling that cam. They've already spotted a player out to B, so that'll be at least a small rotation back. My worry here is that Woot's now completely isolated with an operator in hand.
It was looking good until it wasn't.
I want to see completely solo with no support. But whatever read they've had, this has to just be something to do with the way NAVI like to play the map, because they have stacked up 4 players here while they're the ones with the buy.
Dude, look at the 4 on site. They didn't even budge from the recon scanning, nothing. I mean, they got so much info. They got one here, they got this, and they got one watching B.
Going to try to dice this up, make it more difficult, but it's easy pickings on the side of Heretics. Even if they were on an eco, with those numbers, it will be tough for the attackers to break through, but the reality is those rifles in play. Woo, down to 2. Rock 6, got 1
no time.
Oh, that's so unlucky.
Down 2 HP, he's pretty unlucky. Yeah, he's pretty unlucky on this one. Dude, with a 4-person stack as well, worse guns. Kind of insane that it's got so close. It does feel like Heretics have a pretty good read. I do think NAVI need to like actually default a little more though. The Cypher's looking OP.
Like to hit the headshot,
we shouldn't be saying that.
The wall. I love the fact that Rienz kills Filu twice. He kills the real Filu and then kills the clone.
Committed to the cause.
Yeah, I mean, this will just be Angel. You see coaches taking notes every single time. He's going to be writing like how many are on the site each time he hits, or like each time his team hits. He's definitely he's going to write 4 here and be like, guys, we're just not breaking any util.
But when you take that timeline into account, 5 out of the last 6 rounds, it's no surprise NAVI take a moment.
You also have to take into account how good Heretics are on the attack. Like, once you now get to this stage, in the majority of their games, this is already enough to win.
Yeah.
So it's a very different look. And sure, okay, in the loss versus GX, they only had a 5-7 attack. But they only got 2 rounds on the defense. So it's already a completely different ballpark of statistics. And unless NAVI have come in and gone, okay, well, we got battered on that defense last time. Let's put all of our work into that half. I don't know why you'd then pick attack. I think they knew how this game was going to lay out, wanted that strong start on the first map as you normally would, and now things aren't even close to going to plan. And sure, some of those rounds have been clutch moments, some of them you've had big advantages that have slipped away, but if anything, that's kind of worse.
Yeah, I think the fact that you were 3-0
up, a little bit like we said in the first game, right? Where when actually got into the buy rounds, Heretics looks a little more convincing.
The context of how we've ended up here is what's really going to sting for NAVI. And that timeout, has it had any effect or not? Well, it will take a moment for us to find out. But
they keep getting away with an A default until Boo went there earlier.
Heretics, by what we've seen, you know, I'm not sure it would look much different if they just had the playbook of NAVI in front of them. Like, they've read it to the T every time.
Well, their stack ups on A, and speak of the devil and it shall appear, they've done it again. just 4 players on that side.
Yeah, they're pretty happy with this. We've got drone that clears here, but it only clears close. They could still be in these cubbies, nothing to clear short. Happy with the pressure they created over towards A, especially as it's getting stacked all the time.
Honestly, in terms of
then now just hit over towards C.
For Benji, a lot of it is just going to come down to himself. Now, he's heard that from Social.
Really nice from
Easy
Benji.
Kill. That opening pick is all they really need. Comfortable in their retakes. He can wait for any
they
level
went for
of
the
support.
TSM.
And
the TSM classic. Normally when people do this, it's like ZX Echo for Garage.
They literally planted the spike and no one's moved off A yet.
That's a real shame because even just going for the C side hit, like they don't know how right they had it. Like pushing into that site, one guy to defend you, and because of that ult, it ends up offering a 1v1 because he backed off because they played the retake. Unlucky, wrong moment. They played scissors, they played
retake,
rock,
yeah. This comp
is
too hard to retake again.
So much more, but now
when Benji does this though, dude, he shot the camera as he swings out as well. Benji, mate. Every time Benji's on Cypher, and maybe it's just his map actually, just farms so heavy. So overall for the next round as well. Another eco for Navi.
Okay, be a scoreboard, Steven. Have a look at the numbers. He's 12 and 6. That's pretty good, especially with everything we've seen to Cypher. But this is sort of the proof of how valuable just the information you get from Cypher can be. They had the conversation earlier about that almost initiator level.
Always farms
Cypher.
Haven. Yeah, he loves a Haven.
and that's what he's doing. He's just making sure that at all times info's there. They can gamble on other side of the map, and then even
least Weber's happy again.
So they play a 5v4 retake. Sure, opportunities for Filu, but it also worries me that was the be-all and end-all. If he doesn't get 2 in a spawn peak, they lose the round.
Well, it's because
that's optimistic.
It's
yeah, this might be a little better for Navi. Actually break some of the util. Break the Cypher cam.
Again, not a bad play. I like putting pressure on from both sides, but when it's one guy holding C and he's
Heretics
decided
get better
to
each
play
time we
as a
watch them.
retake,
Yeah.
You're offering up a
Honestly, Navi maybe get worse.
Navi
keep getting bailed out by individuals.
To tie it up for Navi still exists, but recency bias leans heavily towards that 8-4 scoreline.
I wonder if they're like too predictable
This is their chance to
with a lot of what they do because they got a new IGL.
Oh, that one looked very close, but comeback robbed of a kill, and he's going back. Yeah, not happy with how that one went.
Oh, another one for Rians.
He's out of here.
Now going to look to double back, but the problem is that trip's still in play. A lot of teams you'll see just throw in like a shock dart, throw in something to try and destroy this utility, but with 35 seconds left, it's still online. Benji spotting the one gap, and he's been very good at doing that. Whenever there's been some space, Benji Fishy is in that space.
25 seconds. They're
going back.
Oh my god. I mean, honestly, this is better chance of working than the B here.
It's 20 seconds left. The trip and garage is still there.
All that has to happen here is the Boo delays them, and he knows it. Paranoia is primed and ready, fired through just in time, but 2 on caught. Okay, a chance. The spike can make it to the site. It might even get planted, and now numbers thinning out. Okay, Navi, you've got a chance.
Maybe. Xiao's gonna have to do most of this. Oh, that shock dart.
That shock dart connects on to Xiao. He's so low. The Guardians in play, though. The headshots needed. Down to a 2v2, and up against the op, the HP might not matter, forcing another fight, but Xiao can't get it done. Come back as well as he wraps into the garage. It's a messy fight, but
that's a weird way to handle it. But
7 on the board. This is a team that started out what we thought had to be 4-0 down, but they have taken complete control from round 4 on.
Yeah, I don't know if Benji Fishy is upgraded to the indestructible trips that are coming in like one of the next few patches, you know, just a little leak for you there.
It's on the way, is it?
But I genuinely am perplexed by the fact that garage utility is being left until the last.
Yeah, no, he's not wrong, man. They're making Cypher look like the best agent in the game.
You can't allow. I know that he's moving them. I know that it's not going to be there all of the time. But that's just stuff that I feel like you need to be removing. Otherwise, look how much global control they have. You have 1 guy on C, 3 guys on A consistently, and then 1 guy just watching in case they push into the B side. Like, that's just too easy for Heretics on this defense.
Yep, and that has... Oh, no.
Straight away.
And that's Hero down as well.
Straight off the barrier.
A huge player to remove from this squad, and not just individually, but also the
utility. It's a classic, man. It's been in the game for years. Just the insta ult.
Some control. And considering Heretics so far have been
winning off of
information and map control in so many of these rounds, they've had the upper hand in that regard. Losing hero here is just going to be insult to injury. An attempt by Filu to wrap around behind A. They'll put the pressure on.
Guys, it's another round where you haven't broken any util.
To do anything, really. He's just got
they can just stack everyone on A.
He's managed to get himself back to the rest of the team, sitting on the back of that site. And while we're yet to see the pounce from the backline, Ruxik's done well, but Filu's now been dealt with. That flank, not a problem, and Wu looking to try and take over 10 HP. Again, we find Ruxik in a clutch scenario. Last time the difference with just 2 health, now he has a gun to play.
Great swing, man. Lovely swing from Benji.
A nice attempt once again from Ruxik, but a nice attempt doesn't really
Cypher was the best
anything.
agent.
It's 8-4.
8-4 scoreline. Heretics started slow.
They hardly broke any trips, hardly broke any cameras. They just had a 4-person stack every time they hit a site.
But the brakes were pumped by the
You've seen enough Nerf Cypher again? Yeah, honestly, let's hope Riot isn't watching.
Going in to half
Maybe we should chill out a little bit.
Is can they keep up this sort of pace, this sort of dominance? Surely not.
Chow? I mean, he's a new IGL, man. He's going to struggle, but like the game plan should be a little better. Also, it's just like, bro, you got us over.
Your body knows a sense of victory.
Surely we shock Garage every so often. Front B every so often.
Step into your zone. Designed to win.
Imagine they nerf Astra. Nah, they've already done it. I think the controllers are in a good spot. They're in a good spot, so it's a perfect time for them to add a controller that's broken into the game. The Fast Masters. Magna is a good try again. Clove Harbor. I mean, Clove is going to be impossible because of ranked. And Harbor, the buff on Harbor that comes into the patch or is in the patch. I don't know yet. It's really strong. Will it be at Masters only? Yeah, I think that'll be the first time when you're allowed to use it. I'm not sure any team will go for it though. Might be a stage 1 kind of vibe.
And welcome back, folks. NAVI, they need quite the bounce back after that first half. Heretics, they look like a different beast down on that stage here today.
How much do I play Valorant? It's coming up to a year without me playing a game.
Before, but comeback's been very up and down.
Don't really play, man.
Speaking of the downs, when he played just not long ago in their match versus
not
KC,
too much, I guess,
it was a very rough performance coming out from him. Sat at the bottom of the board, whereas right now he is 16-9 and has had some crazy high impact rounds. The Neon looking good and him looking comfortable. And I'll be honest with you, coming into this series, I think
Bricks will qualify with the way they're playing.
With
the way they're playing, no.
Like they've
Can they improve to be good enough? For sure.
Was flying. We needed players like him to step up, and that's exactly.
But with the way they're playing now, they lose, man.
Well, at least in the first half.
Who's at least better today?
They're better on the attack.
Yeah, they have been. They have been.
Oh, right, yeah, okay.
It all change here today.
It's like once they fix one thing, just so many more issues start popping up.
While not changing his comp at all.
Maybe Angels.
Heretics at the moment. 6
I don't think he's gonna like that one.
6 wins, 15 losses on pistols.
Pressure put on the Shao. He gets nothing done.
Surely.
A bit of damage attack.
Surely they can make it a little better.
Invading the wall. That's a
Oh
beautiful
man, they are all so blind.
He must have been blinded. I didn't even see him turn. And yet he's good to find that kill still. Downside of pushing the laneway, I suppose.
Dude, that damn trip again, bro. They did 2 and flanked behind. Saw the trip. Didn't want any of it. Oh, they didn't actually see the trip.
They have 4 rounds. 3 of those were in the first 3.
Well, Hero's done well. But that is all she wrote. Ruxik. He's been in many a clutch this game. And he's been close, but 4 players, Spike ticking against him. Pretty much all of them just aggressively waiting around the angle he's pushing through.
Very nice. 1-1 on the pistols.
I think that might.
Yeah,
it's
I don't think it will the chance to make this incredibly easy.
Also got 2 kills on the entry. It's 9-4. Comeback and Benji racing to the finish of who's going to have the most kills at the end of the map, and it is a very, very close fight. But that's about the only thing that's been close in the last 10 rounds or so.
Chat, remind me, you know when Teets comes in the channel? Teets always comes in the channel, he goes, can you think of any matches for me to do a video on? Every single time I say no. This is the easiest video of his life. Please someone remind me or tell him when he comes in. He'll always ask me, I never remember anything. This is the most perfect, easiest video ever.
NAVI with one under their belt, and well, I thought that was going to be the double from comeback. He is
Cypher is still broken, right clickbait title, yeah, it's perfect.
Lack of shields and classics, it's zero investment from NAVI. That doesn't necessarily mean zero potential. Look at this rotation. They have managed to get 4 players, all 4 remaining on this side ahead of the push.
Well, let's see how many comeback can dwindle before anybody else even needs to shoot their gun. There you go, Hero's at least going to get the one.
Very
but
nice.
It really doesn't matter that much. Benji only had himself a pistol.
Big buy round against the bonus.
They'll keep the Marshal going into the next round. It depends how much of an upgrade they want, but either way, that was a relatively clean bonus round coming out of Heretics. And they are now just 3 rounds away from utterly dominating their map choice.
Yeah. I think coming into this round for NAVI, it is do or die right now.
Yeah.
Like this is Heretics map pick, yada yada. Breeze is another map. It's a completely different ballpark, sure, but you don't want to bomb out like this. It's not only going to be like, if it's a 13-4, they won 13 out of 14 rounds. They had full control. They had momentum, wind in their sails.
It would have been 2 buy rounds.
It seems like a complete mismatch.
2 buy rounds, and one of them would have been a bonus round where Hero just went crazy.
We've seen this matchup on day 3 of Kickoff, and it was a 3-mapper. For now, okay. It was all Heretics until Xiao found one.
We had the dramatic pause for that.
Well, he's had his moment almost
Ow.
every round so far.
Chat, I don't want to name and shame, but you got to give me the name. We got a shame. Who is this guy? I was watching on the minimap. Who is this guy? That was Xiao? Oh god, he's having a stinker, bro.
But, well, this is the answer. This is what you can come to expect. Hero does have eyes on that spike, so there you go. Locked in to just try and take these fights. He's got rid of one, but now it comes all down to Ruxic. Another clutch scenario, another opportunity, but he's been spotted. They know he's here. 45 seconds. Boo's going to get away with it, but getting around this corner.
No more TP.
Now they've just shifted the battle.
Oh, he saved him. He saved him again.
It has been coming.
Dude, Xiao's lucky, man. This was a shocker of a round.
Incredible.
Having a good haven, man.
For it as well. Now, when we look at the fact that they did find the opening pick and their opponents had a lot of weak weapons, and the fact that the spike was left behind in the spawn probably being the only reason this round was actually won. But if we
There's no
overlook
way
all
the
of
EMEA
that,
replay team
that's
don't
the
slow-mo
round
the
they
whiff.
needed, right? An individual stepping up to save the day.
Oh, they actually
Quite
didn't do
frankly,
it.
A crazy adjustment onto Boo.
They have a conscience. That's
and
crazy.
Round here in round number 3 of the half, where
I was waiting
Heretics
for
had
it.
the chance to break the economy
Outlaw
of
comes
NAVI
out.
to
1,
run away
2,
with the home
3,
stretch.
4,
Now,
5.
bump in the road.
Oh, there we go. It's a leg shot,
A
but
ton of damage and comeback. I don't think he's done yet. He's chasing them
yeah,
down towards
this gun's
the site.
definitely
The
not
ult
broken.
pop,
It's all
he
good.
knows that Xiao is desperately low, but even what he's done so far should be enough.
The drone. They are there. They are the guys. The
oh, it's against NAVI as well. And Angel said that he wouldn't let Koala use it. Oh, that's nice.
Go for the same play once again.
Koala noob's watching, just smiling.
And once more. Oh, NAVI. They're going to be having nightmares of this guy tomorrow. A lot of space on the other side of the map.
This could have been you.
You got the turret watching.
He's here. He's here. I'm watching, just smiling. I knew it.
Being covered and him being able to stop them is another thing altogether. Wonderful spam. He's dropped the spike. They're going to have to go back for that. He's bought time for the rotation of Filu, but because of that hesitation, Filu's now out of there. I think just being told to wait for the rest of the team. Not necessarily sure if that's the right call. He could have had a wonderful timing there.
Yeah, instead, a 4v4, they want to play this retake together. All light shields on the side of NAVI.
3.2.
Comeback needs 1 hit. He's got 2 in the barrel. Anywhere will do. Anywhere will drop them, and it's going to be a big swing on the back. He's even dodging that initial flash. It's a nice shot. Full blinded, but lands it ahead of time. Dodges another.
He's done enough damage though. Yeah, he's done so much damage.
For the rest of the
Double assist. They're both on like 10 HP.
Comeback really
yeah, and they forced into this, and now they kind of got an eco.
Do Navi have any answer?
Too scary, man. They got to buy the heavy armors.
no, they don't.
They got no credits to find one, that's for sure.
A minute ago, I think I was talking about how Comeback was on 18 kills and Benji was on 17, and it was a race.
Yeah.
So Benji is on 17 kills.
Okay.
And now Comeback is on 25. Like, it's like, most of the time we talk about, especially
Goldpost Malone with the Prime. Appreciate the 13 months. Thank you.
But keeping that up on attack while you're playing entry is going to be really difficult. If anything, he's
Outlaw
improved,
meta, yeah.
which doesn't make
I mean,
a lot of sense.
last year was an outlaw
this has
meta,
just
but this
turned
year
into a game
everyone's
of
caught on.
set up Comeback so that he can
And
kill
I think because we
everyone
get like
for
the
us.
double duelist comps as well, it's a little. You can actually just have a guy that essentially just gambles, spots out sites.
Sure, but
He can do what he wants.
That's true. The idea was
Like,
that
it doesn't, like if he dies, they still have
the effective reality
two people that can essentially entry.
I like it, Rock. Sick.
Well,
a nice try.
but he
It's a
still
nice
didn't get a kill anyway.
Didn't get there in the end. Even
It's
still,
also
probably
just
would've
less
been the one
util
and
to
done
push off of
for Navi.
angles. It's a big one.
This round's not the one that you want to put all your eggs in one basket for. They've saved their credits for the next. They'll save their lockdown as well. They take some risks with the pistols, but this is going to have to be 7 in a row, assuming there's no miracle here. Already, though, some damage done to Woot by that initial play from Ruxic. There's a chance, but in the rounds where Heretics made these sort of defensive low buys look good,
And like they,
it was always that they read the play, that they had 4 or 5 players on site.
Hello. There's going to be 2.
It's not 4 or 5, but let's see if they can make it
more
work.
than there were a second ago.
It's better than 0.
He was going to
30 seconds left.
take the first fight, and he's going to win it. Not a bad start. Now, Hero only has a classic, and re-ends. This is why we love re-ends. The
Very, very
safest
clean on
rounds.
this.
Even though he just spotted a guy around that angle, he still checks it. Nice attempt from Shao.
Wow.
And Sociable, well,
Maybe.
he's
Bandit.
coming in on the flank. I don't think he's going to be able to deny the plant. That would be the one free way
Got
to
a
win
raid?
the round.
Praz W.
And
Thank you
Boo
so much
is
for the raid, man. I
already
appreciate that, dude.
Watching his position.
Thank you. Hope your stream is
Just was
good.
going to try and bait that. Okay, maybe he's coming from a different angle. The fight not bad, but unfortunately not quite close enough for that
This
bandit
has
to
looked
truly do
so
enough
easy
damage.
for them.
Yeah, a couple meters in it. That would have been a different fight, but 12-5 is where we end up. And again, with a low investment, with the gamble being 2 players towards the correct site and still landing this much damage, with the second player being rooted immediately by Rienz, for this to come down
Dude,
to
it's all,
what it did, which was, you know,
All the Navi rounds are
If it wasn't
pistols or hero
12-5,
rounds?
this
What's
would
it?
be a
Pistol
nice
and
round.
eco.
Yeah, this would be
Hero
nice.
round.
But it is 12-5,
but it is, yeah.
so it doesn't matter.
This was a hero round. This was a Ruxic hero
You know,
round.
this could be a 1v1
Can't remember
down
the
to
other
1
round that
HP,
they
but
won.
if Heretics win it, it's all over. Oh my God! What
He's getting some
is
confidence.
this guy doing today? That's madness!
Yeah,
And he keeps going. So much space.
He just did that to Hero, who I think was like one of, if not the top-rated player in the tournament so far. But yeah,
Yeah, and they just don't expect him to keep W king.
Did you forget he was in Garage? I
Yeah,
mean, it's hard
it's-
to remember that 10 seconds ago.
yeah, I don't know. I
In
guess
Pacific, they might expect it. In the EMEA, no one's W king that.
Come back as you know, I'd give up as well.
Go on, mate. Just send
He's trying to at
come
least
back at
find
him.
himself a kill in this round. He's like, you know what?
If you
I'm
can
going
take
to
'em
at
all.
least try and do something here. And you know what? Benji instead. Leaving
go
it up to
1v1.
one. Ruxic, if there was anybody to do it, it would be him. But it's come back on the other side.
Damn,
Why not
dude.
just end it in style?
Oh
His
my
28th
goodness.
kill
What?
in 18 rounds.
Point
What
to
an
prove.
insane map from Comeback.
Yeah, finishing 29 on the board is just